Enough of the tapeworms, please. That was disgusting. I'm sorry for that. Our next guest recently just won the main event at UFC 47 out in Las Vegas. I was there, and I can tell you, the man who's about to walk out on this stage is one of the baddest men you'll ever see. Ladies and gentlemen, say hi to Chuck Liddell. Chuck. Noticing that. Make yourself at home. Well, Chuck, congratulations, brother. First of all, I was out there for the weekend, and you know I'm a huge growing MMA and UFC fan. And we had the greatest time at this event, 12,000 people at Mandalay Bay. I mean, you've never seen a more exciting and electrified crowd as we did, and there's like 8 fights on the bill. Of course, you and Tito were the main event. And for those of you who might not be aware of what's going on here, a couple weeks ago we had you and Tito on the show before the fight. And you guys were sort of jawing at each other a little bit.
Yeah, he'd been talking for a long, long time. It's been about 2 years coming. Finally, I actually got him in the ring so I could do what I said I was going to do for a long time if we ever fought.
Here's you guys on this show before the fight. Roll it. And Tito, Chuck is just so well known for his striking. Do you want to stand up in this fight and fight him, or is this quickly going to go to the ground?
This is my game plan. I think my game plan is to punch through him. I've been training with Quentin Rampage, the guy who kind of made him scream like a little bitch, so I'm going to do the same come April 2nd.
So that was then. Take a look at just what happened on April 2nd at UFC 47 in the main event.
Couldn't have gone any better for me, I don't think.
You're supposed to say, who's the bitch now?
Oh, man, come on. That's not me.
So,
That's not me.
We have a lot to talk about. Let me put up, first of all, Tito's face after the fight. You heard him pretty good. Did you, were you surprised that Tito Ortiz did not try and take you down sooner?
Well, he tried, but he had a hard time. He's going to have a hard time. I wasn't letting him get close enough. I kept hitting him every time I got anywhere near shooting range. So, yeah, he really wanted to take me down. I know he did. I mean, he couldn't have planned on standing with me. I mean, we trained together before. I always beat him standing. So.
This fight was actually, I don't know when this show airs, it'll have been longer, but this fight just happened a couple days ago. You don't look like you were touched at all. Did you get hit?
I don't know. I think he hit me a couple times. Nothing that hurt. So yeah. I wasn't worried about it. He doesn't have enough power to hurt me at any time.
And do your hands hurt?
My right hand's a little sore. I hit him quite a bit, so,
right.
So it took a little beating.
Do you think Tito was scared at all when he came out? Some of the other fighters I was sitting with were looking at him and said he looked a little intimidated.
I think I was in his head. I mean, we used to train together, and I used to beat him when we trained, so I was definitely in his head. And once he got out there and I hit him a couple times, he remembered how hard I hit, and yeah, he was a little nervous.
How pumped up were you before this fight?
Oh, I was just ready to go. I was relaxed and ready to go. I mean, I was so prepared for this fight. I've been waiting for it for so long.
Right.
That yeah, I was just happy to get out there. I was excited to get my shot.
The Octagon is in this event center, and we have a little bit of footage to show you. I've been to a ton of sporting events in my life, and I've never felt more energy. This is just before the main event. Mind you, there had been almost 4 hours worth of fights prior to this. Do you feel how electrifying this crowd is? Can you feel the energy?
Oh, definitely. The crowd really gets you going when you're out there, and even when you're in the ring, you can hear them. You know, they get really loud. And
right. It's kind of a tough UFC crowd, though. Like if it's not going as fierce as they want it to happen, they'll start to boo. Meanwhile, you guys are very skillfully sizing each other up and waiting to strike. Does that distract you? Our crowd really wants us to go, but it does get you going. Sometimes you're going, you know what? Yeah, I do need to pick up the pace. People will start. You know, we are going a little slow. We are taking this. I got to go after this guy. Right. You know, I got to get on him because that's one of the things I wanted to do was keep pushing the pace in this fight as far as striking. I want to make him strike with me. So yeah, the crowd helps you get doing that. They're a tough crowd. I mean, it's like Raider Nation in there. People who go to watch this, sick folks like myself. They put me on the jumbotron. They were asking some people their predictions for the fight. And you have to understand, I'm sitting there in the second row. I'd watched every single fight. And Tito Ortiz's wife is sitting right in front of me, and the camera crew comes over. And meanwhile, I'm going to predict Chuck, but I have to ask the crew to walk 10 feet away so she can't hear me not predicting her husband.